The most important use of significant figures is going to be for our calculations in chemistry. And there are two different sets of rules for multiplying and dividing numbers or adding and subtracting numbers that we use to round our answers using significant figures. For multiplication and division, the number of significant figures that we want in our final rounded answer is going to equal the least number of significant figures in our measurement. So here's what this means. If we have this calculation, we measured a couple objects and got 6.38, and we want to multiply that by 2.0. When you put that number into your calculator, you're going to get a 12.76 reading. Now, the 6.38 measurement gives us 3 significant figures. The 2.0 measurement only gives us 2 significant figures. So our answer has to have the same number of significant figures as the least amount given in our measurement. So since the least number of significant figures in our measurements is 2, then our answer has to have 2 significant figures. So we're going to round that 12.76 to 13. So the number of significant figures in our answer cannot override the number of significant figures in our measurement. And so this is the same determination that we made on the last slide. In this example, we have 2 measurements, one with 4 significant figures and one with 3 significant figures, to 23.3 having 3. So this is the number we get on our calculator, 324.103, and we need to round this to 3 significant figures. So the 1 does not round up to 4. So our correct answer then, as you see the number of significant figures here, is going to be 324. Again, our answer must have the same number of significant figures as the least number of significant figures in our measurement. Let's do some examples. If we put this calculation into our calculator, 3.24 times 7.0, we're going to get 22.68 meters squared. Now, we have an answer or a measurement with 3 significant figures, and 7.0 has 2 significant figures. That 0 is significant. It is not a placeholder. So we need to round our answer to 2 significant figures, which would then be 23 meters squared. Let's try this example. I'm going to give you a few seconds to put it into your calculator and write down the properly rounded answer. Here's what our calculator says. Now we need to round that to 3 significant figures. And there's what our answer should be, 4.22. Here's another example. Try this one. Here's the answer our calculator gives us. Rounded to 1 significant figure, because 0.02 centimeters only has 1 sig fig. So our answer can only have 1 sig fig. So it will be 0.05. Here's another one to try. Calculator answer. Final rounded answer, 240. Make sure you keep every number in their place, because we can't round 236 down to, say, 24. We need to keep the 2 in the hundreds place and the 3 in the tens place. One last one to try. Get a big number on our calculator. We need to round this to 3 significant figures. So we get 5,870 as our final answer.